I have a fun little video planned for you guys today. In today's video, we are going to be doing a full face of makeup from the Dollar Tree, and I have pretty much a full face. The only thing that I'm missing primers. I don't have a setting powder. I also don't have a bronzer, but I think I have pretty much everything else. So I'm pretty excited about doing this video. Over the last couple of months, I've just been like slowly building up and adding things. Anytime that I was at the Dollar Tree and I saw something in the beauty section I thought might be interesting and I thought might be fun to include in this video, I just picked up. So yeah, I have picked up a pretty decent amount of products. I have a pretty decent range of products in front of me here. One of the brands that we often see at the Dollar Tree, if you shop from the Dollar Tree, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, and that is Be Pure. They have makeup, skincare, they also have body care. Currently, they apparently have a dupe for products from the Olive Olay Regenerist line. I personally have not found any of those at my Dollar Trees, but if I do, I will definitely pick them up. One of the new makeup lines that I have found from the brand is this one. It's called Clean Beauty, and these are vegan and cruelty-free. All the products from Be Pure are cruelty-free. They have a pretty decent amount of products in this line, and I almost did a full face of just the Clean Beauty products, but honestly, of all the products that I saw, there was a setting spray, there was a couple lip products. These two were the only ones that just really interested me. Even though they're only $1.25, I still didn't want to pick up products that I knew that I wasn't really going to use, that I would use once and probably never use again. So I just grabbed these two. We have a foundation, and we have, this one is a lip color and cream blush duo. So you can use this on your lips and on your cheeks as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right on in, and anything that I am missing, I will just kind of pull in as we go along. As I mentioned, I don't have any primer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my current combo for my Shop My Stash, which is the Essence Fix and Last Jelly Primer, and then the Poreless Primer, and then we'll move into the foundation. The foundation, once again, that we're going to be using today is the Clean Beauty Foundation from Be Pure. It just says Glow Foundation. The shade that I got is in Golden Bronze. There was only like 3 shades. That's the one thing about the Dollar Tree. When you find something there like a concealer, foundation, something like that, they usually don't have but a few shades. This one I'm pretty sure is going to be a little bit deep, but combined with the concealer that I got this one. This is from Candy Moyo and is the Long Wear Medium Usage Contour Concealer, and it says medium brown, but this one looks like it's a little bit lighter, so the combination of these two together should be fine. Just so you know, when I do these types of videos, you know, trying on makeup from the Dollar Tree, I don't have super expectations, you know, high expectations of these products. This is just a fun little video, you know, that I like to do just to kind of show you what I'm seeing in my local Dollar Trees, and who knows, we may have a hit, we may have something that just like, you know, just knocks it out the ballpark. I have used products in the Dollar Tree that, you know, have become holy grail, so who knows, we might find some holy grails in this particular haul as well. I'm going to apply the foundation using my Total Face Sponge from e.l.f. As many of you guys know, that is my favorite way to apply a foundation. There's only like 0.41 ounces in here, so it's a little less than a full ounce of foundation. The average full-size foundation has 1 ounce, but this is only $1.25, so I mean, I think that's pretty good for $1.25. Hopefully, I didn't put too much on. Like I said, I do expect this to be just a tad deep for my skin tone, and that's fine. We do have the concealer. So far, it's like a medium or light to medium coverage. Definitely not a full coverage. It doesn't say like on the box or the tube like what the actual coverage is for the foundation, but it's definitely looking like a light to medium. Pretty sure this is going to be like one of those lighter coverage foundations, more hydrating. It's definitely not going to be, you know, matte or anything like that. I wasn't expecting that. I'm going back in with just a little more. I want to see if it's buildable. And I see a little bit of building happening, not much. And actually the shade is not too much deeper than my natural skin tone. So we didn't go way out of my natural skin tone range, which is good. Finish wise, it's definitely more of a glowy foundation, like the name suggests. It's definitely not mattifying or anything. All right, let's go into our concealer. They actually had a few different concealer options available, but I just decided just to kind of go with this one. I really like that spongy tip on the end of it. Pop off the top. We have a little sponge applicator on the top. So I'm guessing that you're going to twist it. Let's see. All right, so you just turn it, and the product starts to move up to the tip. Let's see how long it takes if we actually get any product into the tip. There we go. I'm just going to take it and apply it on the eyes. I'm not going to use a color corrector. Whenever I'm using like a brand new concealer, I don't use a color corrector because I want to see what the coverage and everything's going to be like without a concealer. I'm just placing it wherever I usually place concealers. This one looks like it's going to be kind of a lighter weight coverage too. Definitely feels very light upon first application. I'm going to go back in with my same e.l.f. sponge and just start blending it in. It's actually blending pretty well with the foundation. They seem to be working pretty well together. Now for the moment of truth, the under eye area. That's where I need the most coverage. It's definitely brightening, and I would say it's more of a light to medium coverage. I don't think you're going to get much of a full coverage out of this product either. I'm going to add just a little bit more, just in the darkest areas, and we're going to let it sit for just a minute. Sometimes if you let a concealer sit, you get a little bit more coverage. After tapping it out, I have a little bit more coverage, but not much. Once again, I would say this is a more light to medium coverage. I do not have a setting powder, so I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. I'm going to use my Believe Beauty Translucent Setting Powder. I also do not have a bronzer, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on my Wet n Wild Color Icon. Once again, both of these came out of my Shop My Stash, and then we'll come back because I do have a new brow product, so we'll apply this on camera. I'll be right back as soon as I finish doing this step. Moving into brows, this one I picked up from Ioni. Ioni is a brand that I see at the Dollar Tree all the time. They always have like a full line of products, and I have used products from their line before. This is the Brow Mechanical Pencil. Waterproof, paraben-free, natural brow, perfect arch. The shade I got is in dark brown. I'm hoping that is like a micro tip. I love micro tip pencils. I've mentioned this before. I'm not a gel, pomade, soap, none of that stuff. I like a good old-fashioned pencil. This is really tiny. Pop off the lid. It's not a micro brow, but it does have a decent point on it. Let's see how well this applies. I'm just going to start filling it in. The shade is definitely a good match, and the tip seems to be filling in pretty decently. You see that? Not giving me too much trouble. Yeah, that is doing a really good job, and the shade is a really good match. When I fill in my brows, I like to kind of go back and forth. So I'll start on the right eye, and then I'll move into the left eye, and then I'll just kind of go back and forth. So that way, that's how I kind of make sure that the brows match. Brows are filled in, and this pencil actually did a really good job. I'm impressed. For blush, we have two options. The first one I did mention at the very beginning of the video. This is from Be Pure, the Clean Beauty Lip Color and Cheek Blush Duo. The shade is in Fun in the Sun, so apparently you can use this on your lips and on your cheeks. I never use these products on my lips. I only use them on my cheeks. The other option is from Starry, and this is the Precious Mineral Lightweight Long-Lasting Smooth Finish Powder Foundation. The shade is, and it just says 09. It's supposed to give you a natural glow. I've used products from Starry before. Starry is one of the brands that do sell on Shop Miss A. Now, what to do? I really, really want to use this one. And once again, like I said, I have used products from Starry before. Let me go with this one first, see what I think. And I may take a little bit of this one and just kind of go over the top. I'm going to give this just a little bit of a swatch. I want to see what the texture feels like. Oh, it's very balmy, but it feels very creamy at the same time. Let's see. That's pretty. It definitely has a more balmy texture. I'm going to use the F13 from AOA Studio to blend it, but I am going to take my finger and just kind of tap a little bit onto the cheek. Sometimes when I go straight in with my brush, it can be a little bit too much. I'm just going to start blending and see how well it taps out. Ooh, it's tapping out really, really well. That's very pretty. Ooh, I'm loving the actual finish. It has like a little bit of a glow, which makes sense because it is, it does have a more of a balmy texture to it. Build up just a little bit more. Go back in with my brush and just tap it out. I love how easily it's blending out. So pretty. What I am liking is that while the texture feels balmy applied, it doesn't feel like super balmy once it's blended out. That's nice. And I'm loving that little slight glow right there. When I picked this up, there's actually 2 shades. I just went with the 1 shade because I wasn't sure. But if I see the other shade again, I will go back and I will pick it up. Definitely for sure. So far, this is definitely a win. I'm just loving this natural, clean, healthy glow to the skin. It's so pretty. As much as I would love to give this particular blush a try, I'm just really loving this finish. So I may use this like in a different video or may just pull this in the Shop My Stash and try it on my own. But this is so freaking pretty. For a highlighter, I saw this one and it's actually from Covergirl. It is the TruBlend Super Stunner highlighter. Every now and then you'll see products like this pop up. I don't think I've ever used this particular line before from Covergirl. The shade is called Gilded Glory. I'm just going to use my highlighter brush from Ioni. Just lightly tap in here. Actually got a lot on the brush there. And then just start lightly tapping it in. This is a powder going over a cream, so I don't want to go too heavy with it. Pretty. I've used highlighters from Covergirl before, so I pretty much know how they're going to perform. This is just a very light gold. That's pretty. I'm going to go back in with my F13, just going to blend it all together. I did also pick up a setting spray. This is from ITK Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen Setting Mist. So it says it sets makeup plus it has UVA, UVB protection and blue light protection as well. I'm going to spritz a little bit of this on my hand. I want to see if it has a kind of like an oilier finish since it does have sunscreen in it. I love the bottle. Nice little sprayer. I'm just going to kind of spritz my hand. I want to see what the finish feels like. Feels like a very slight, like sheer kind of dry oil texture to it. It looks like it has like a little bit of glow as well. I don't usually use setting sprays with that kind of a finish, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try. What I may do is just pass it on to my daughter because she has more drier skin, and overall this may be something that works better for her, but let's go ahead and give it a try. I really like the sprayer. It gives like a really nice fine mist, but the fragrance is more kind of an alcohol kind of scent to it, which is very weird. My face does not feel oily or greasy, so that's good. There's also kind of like that underlying, sunscreen kind of a smell. You guys know what I'm talking about. We'll test it out a few more times. Like I said, if it turns out to be something not really for me, then I just pass it on to my little girl. Pass it on to my daughter. Let's move into the eye products. I picked up this eyeshadow palette from BI Beauty Intuition. It says long lasting and smooth application. These are the Moody neutrals. When I got this palette, they had 3 different ones. One of them was like a brighter rainbow and the other one was like a lighter pastel, I believe. I decided I would go with this one first. If I like it, I may go back and, see if I can find the other ones. I also picked up a felt tip eyeliner pen. This one is from my Ioni. Waterproof, long-lasting felt tip application. And then they also had a mascara. This was in like their Valentine's Day section. This is also from Beauty Intuition. This is the 3 times volume, just volumizing mascara. Rich color, all day wear, smudge proof formula. And it says to apply 2 coats of mascara to the upper and lower lash line without letting the first coat dry to avoid clumping. I'm probably going to throw on some lashes anyway, but what the heck, we can try out a new mascara. Let me go ahead and prime my eyelids real quick. The one that I'm going to be using is the Flawless Touch Eye Primer. I didn't pick this one up in this particular haul of Dollar Tree products, but this did come from the Dollar Tree. I got this like early last year. This is a really, really good primer. I have used this primer so many times, you guys. It is almost completely empty. I pulled this one in my Shop My Stash. This is going to be used up before the month is even over. Going into our eyeshadow palette, looks like there are 5 mattes and 4 shimmers. I do like the range of tones in here. I think they're really, really pretty. I'm going to start with this shade. That is a matte, right? Yes, this is a matte. Kind of an orange cocoa shade. So we're going to lightly tap into this. I'm interested in seeing, you know, how pigmented these are and how well they blend out. But, you know, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, when I do these types of videos, I'm not really like having high expectations of the products. I'm just going to do this for fun. Oh, that is a really pretty shade. It's a burnt orange. Very toasty. Ooh, I like that. Let's see how well it builds up. And it is building very well, blending very well. That is a gorgeous shade. I'm glad that I went with this one. I almost went with the rainbow palette. I think this was a better choice. Oh, that is so pretty. This is going to be a gorgeous palette going into the summertime. So far, so good. Now I'm going to go into my detail crease brush from, what brand is this? Real Techniques. What shade do I want to go into next? I love how we have these two shades right here that are just, I feel like they're super big for no reason. Both of these are mattes. Why are they so big? You literally could have split these in half and added 2 more shades in here. But anyway, what do we want to do? I'm going to go ahead and go in with this kind of peachy shade right there and blend that into the crease. I really need to clean my eye brushes. Like almost every single one of them are like dirty. We're just gonna lightly blend. This is more like kind of like my skin tone. There is a slight bit of a shimmer in that one, so it's not like a flat matte. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of that burnt orange. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw on some shimmers. I'm going to take the angled side of this BH Cosmetics brush, and I think I'm going to go into this one, which is like a coppery kind of a shade, coppery bronze. I am like, look how glowing my cheeks are, you guys. They were already glowing from the combination of the cream blush and the highlighter, but that setting spray definitely added a little bit more glow. Oh yes, it's pretty. I'm liking it though. All right, so let's go ahead and lay down this copper shimmer shade in the lid. I'm not going to use a base booster, you know, glitter glue with this look. I don't think it's like really necessary. Is this the best shimmer I've ever used? No, not by any means, but you know, it's a $1 palette from the Dollar Tree. Once again, I didn't really, you know, have super high expectations. For the inner corner, I'm going to go into this shade. That's the lightest shade in the palette. Just lay that down into our inner corner just to add a little bit of brightness in that area. Moving into eyeliner, once again, we have from Ioni, this is the felt tip eyeliner pen. It's supposed to be waterproof, long lasting. I love felt tip liner pens. I have so many right now. But what the heck, you know, we can always use another one. That was quite the task, getting the plastic off the outside. I swear it was super glued on. All right, I just want to see what the tip is like. Oh, that is like a super fine tip. Let's see how well it writes. Oh, the strokes seem to be pretty fine. Let's see how well it works applied to our lash line. I'm going to use my handheld mirror. I have to use my little magnifying mirror in order to see whenever I'm doing liners. If I just try to use that mirror, I can't see. So let's go on ahead and let's start applying on the lash line. So far, it's actually working pretty decently. I am having to pull just a little bit. It does seem to be filling the lash line in pretty well. Let's see how it does on my wing. Wing liner is like my absolute favorite thing to do. So let's see. Okay, glides pretty well. I got a little bit messy there. I got a little heavy-handed. The wing got a little big and crazy, but that was my fault. I went in a little bit heavy-handed, but so far the liner is actually pretty decent, you know? It's not too bad. I went ahead off camera and threw in my waterline. This is my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Exit, just to add a little bit of brightness down there. All right, moving into mascara. I'm going to go ahead and give my lashes a quick curl. Let's see what the wand is looking like. I really like this very simple, sleek pink, the packaging. So this is our brush, nice big fluffy wand. Once again, I'm going to go in with my little hand mirror here and start applying the mascara. So that's one coat. Without mascara, with mascara, it's giving me a little bit of volume. It's nothing like, you know, wow or anything like that, but it's giving me a little bit of volume. So that's after 2 coats. Is it the best volumizing mascara ever? No, but it's decent. For a $1 mascara, it's not bad. Personally, I need a little bit more going on with my lashes, so I'm going to throw these on. These are from Ioni. I also picked these up from the Dollar Tree. Not with this particular haul, but Ioni lashes are things that I have found at the Dollar Tree quite often. These are the Las Vegas 3D foaming lashes. So I'm going to throw these on, and then we'll throw on something for our lips. Now to finish off with lips, I have 2 options. The first one is from Remy. This is a brand that we also see in the Dollar Tree quite often. The shade that I got is in Olivia. It's just their liquid lipstick. This is a very pretty soft pink. And then the other one, this is actually from Flower Beauty. So this is not like your typical Dollar Tree brand. But I will say I see a lot of products from Flower Beauty pop up in the Dollar Tree. This is the Mix and Match Lip Duo. It has a matte lipstick and a pearlized gloss. The shade is in Red Velvet. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one because the tones in my face are very warm and this shade is more cool. So first of all, you have on one side a lipstick. So it's just a really pretty typical warm red lipstick, and on the other side is a gloss. So I guess you put the lipstick on first and then you just kind of go over it with the gloss. I'm going to line my lips first, and I'm going to use this pencil from Moyo, which is a really pretty warm toned red. Let's apply the lipstick first. Very, very creamy. And actually, this is more cool toned than I thought. I thought it looked like it might be a little bit warmer. This is actually pretty cool toned. The description says it's a matte formula, but that is super creamy. That does not feel matte at all to me. Just for the fun of it, let's go ahead and see what this pearlized gloss looks like. I'm not usually a gloss person, but what the heck, we're just trying it out. I definitely do see a little bit of a pearlized finish. You kind of see like pink micro glitters kind of going on through it. It's pretty. That's everything that I picked up for this Dollar Tree haul. Let's talk about some of the products that I really love, some of the products that were like just okay. The definite hit, the winner of this video, the one that I just love the most is this blush. Once again, this is the Clean Beauty Lip Color and Cream Blush Duo from Be Pure. This is so pretty. It has like a balmy texture when you first apply it. It blends out beautifully, but the actual finish of it is kind of satiny as far as the texture. It's so pretty. Gave my skin just a very healthy glow. Definitely a hit. Definitely knocked it out the ballpark with this one. If I see the other shade, I will definitely pick it up. I also really like the Covergirl highlighter, but I've used highlighters from Covergirl before, so I'm not really surprised by that. The other win, though, as far as Dollar Tree products, is this Ioni brow pencil. I really, really like this too. The shade was a perfect match, and you can see it gives me a really natural finish to the lashes. Or the brows. I really like this too. The eyeshadow palette wasn't very super impressed with this. Wasn't super impressed with the mascara either, and both of these came from the same brand, which is Beauty Intuition. I didn't have an issue with the foundation, the concealer per se. It's just these are more like light to medium coverage. The foundation definitely is more of a light medium, kind of a glowy finish. I have oily skin, so I prefer things more of a semi-matte satin matte finish. Nothing wrong with these products. I just don't feel like they were made for my skin. I also really enjoyed this setting spray. Now, it does give me kind of a glow to the skin. It's not a mattifying setting spray, not by any means. It also has SPF 30 sunscreen in it for UVA, UVB protection. I really loved the glow that it's giving me, and my skin does not feel oily or greasy or anything like that. But this glow, you guys, my skin looks very, very healthy. I'm loving the overall finish. The only downside to this is come summer, this is not going to do much at all for actually setting my foundation and having it, last throughout the day because of the glow. If I use this, what I'd probably end up doing is just spraying my face and then just putting like a regular setting spray over it just to kind of help extend the wear. But I really do like the finish. Is so freaking pretty. If you're someone that has more normal to dry skin, I say pick this up and try it. I think you will really like it. It is really, really pretty. All right, guys, so that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you had just as much fun as I did. I really had a lot of fun trying on these products. Once again, when I do videos like this, it's just for fun. I don't really have like a lot of expectations of the products, but we did have some winners in here, which I'm very happy about. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give the video a thumbs thumbs up. It really does help with getting my videos into recommendations. If you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining the family and hitting subscribe. Make sure you tap the bell so you don't miss a thing, and you can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.